is up, y'all? We are back with another video, and today we'll be talking about some more Terrifier 3 details. But before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So you guys know we just got the naughty cut trailer and the nice cut. We covered both of those. Go check those out on the channel. But to get into it over on X, Damien actually, just basically told everybody a great thank you for just, the reactions to the trailer and his appreciation towards the fans of Terrifier. But he follows it up with basically saying we haven't seen nothing yet. But his exact words were, "Thank you all so much for the wonderful comments today and the overwhelmingly positive response to our trailer. I promise you, you haven't seen anything yet." And then days later, we also hear Damien saying, "Would you believe if I told you approximately 35 minutes of the Terrifier 3 insanity is not even touched upon in the trailer?" So he's saying basically we haven't seen anything yet. And when you looked at both of them trailers, even the nice cut, but the naughty cut and everything, it really does just look like a lot is going on, from the me and Cole scene in the shower, from the scene with Jennifer, and just Art the Clown throughout the trailer, even him with the guy upstairs with the lime green vest. So, I mean, that was a lot, even the mall. So you're basically saying it's more where that came from. I thought they was kind of just showing us little teasers of everything that's going to go on, in Terrifier 3, at least, some. He's saying that is nothing at all. Like, that's crazy. 35 minutes? That is insane. So I'm not gonna lie, that had me pumped from Damien's comment over on X, and it makes me think that they're definitely going all out with this film. We already see that the cinematography is there, just upgrading the budget is there for sure. So it definitely has me hyped and pumped, and just makes me wonder what can they do? Like, what are they going to do with Terrifier 3? If the trailer wasn't just anything for real, it was just little teasers, to say that it's more, almost 35 minutes of it is missing in that is insane. So I cannot wait to see what they do with this. We know that David Howard Thornton said that this is going to be Arthur Clown's highest body count. I'm on the train where I think Terrifier 3 is going to be the best out of the previous films and just, the franchise. So I'm very excited, and I just hope that this story we get, I have a lot of faith in Damien and his writing. I hope the story that we get is going to be something that really just blows my mind. Just, the shock value and everything is just going to be there. And like I said, I know for a fact that we're going to get some stuff with Sienna's father, just some backstory and everything with it, just because he plays a very prominent role being brought up throughout, the Terrifier movies, with the connection with him and Sienna and Jonathan and just Arthur Clown. So it's definitely going to be something that's brought up. I definitely think we're going to get another Clown Cafe scene, just because that scene we get with the demon, I want to say this, I've been thinking, and the more that I look at that scene, I don't know if that's going to actually be like reality. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be, because it's Terrifier. Anything can happen. I mean, look at the pale girl, look at Victoria, but something's telling me that when you see Sienna approach it and you see the flames coming up her face, it kind of just reminds me of, like, that Clown Cafe scene. Just like, it has that resemblance of that whole scene. It's like dreamy, like her eyes look like she's like kind of walking slow, like she's dreaming. I know what she's dealing with. And we do see Sienna at a point jump up out her sleep, but I'm thinking that could possibly be a dream. But maybe just like, how Art was in her dreams with the Clown Cafe scene, maybe it's something being brought to her that can help her through her dreams. Maybe her father, or something is talking to her through her dreams, but is letting her know a little bit more details about what's going on, the backstory and what Art the Clown could possibly be connected to. Because I'm starting to think that I don't think that's reality, but listen, I can be wrong. This is just me speculating and, just trying to dig deep. So when you see Sienna looking at the demon, she has on a brown sweater with a very specific pattern on it. And this pattern on this sweater definitely stands out somewhere else in the scene. We see her with this sweater on again, looking at the demon. So once she wakes up out of her nightmare, she has on the same sweater as if she was just having a dream or a nightmare. And that's why she has on this sweater, because she's in a dream. This is what she fell asleep in, so she's wearing the same thing she had on. It just starting to seem like that's not real. Just, it seems so dream, how he looks at her and everything, like he's about to come get her, but he never comes and get her, and he's like hitting the item he has. Some people say it's the sword. I don't see the sword there, but I can be like the blade for the sword, but I don't know. We do know that they're going to end up having to go back to the Terrifier attraction where everything ended in Terrifier 2, and I think that it's going to be cool to see a weathered Terrifier attraction, because I think it's going to be a 5-year time jump. I want to say, yeah, a 5-year time jump, or I can be wrong. That's not even confirmed, but just going back to the attraction, it was already kind of ran down, but, just seeing how it looks in Terrifier 3 with the facade outside and everything, pretty pretty sure they're going to try to probably weather it down and make us, you know, see the time change and everything. So I can't wait to see that and just see them go back to where it ended in Terrifier 2 with her and Jonathan. And they're obviously going to go back and get the sword, because that's the key to taking out Art the Clown and just, you know, everything with him and put him to the stop. But I really do think that it's going to be cool to see like how when like the story reveals itself with Sienna and Art, like what's the connection with the warrior and the demon. I mean, people are definitely saying like this is religious because she has the angel warrior and he's, you know, Art the Clown's the demon. But I think it's more to that, you know what I'm saying? I think the way Damien writes is going to be crazy. A little bit of fantasy in there or something like that can be between those lines with Art and Sienna. I'm pretty sure this can be the final act. We see that Art the Clown is going up against Sienna, and it's not in a Terrifier attraction. It's actually in, you know, her home, her stomping grounds. He's in her home, throwing her over the couch, ragdolling her all through the living room. So we're definitely getting like that Michael Myers and Laurie Strode type of ending in Halloween 78, where they're going up against each other. But one thing that I noticed now, it could just be me just thinking too hard, but I told y'all I think that Jonathan is a goner for sure. But I'm pretty sure that Jonathan would help his sister, like, you know, in Terrifier 2, they were together in the end. You know what I'm saying? You're just seeing, you know, them being together against Art. But for some reason, in this scene, we don't see Jonathan. We don't even hear a voice of Jonathan. We just see like a one-on-one with Sienna and Art the Clown. And it looks like he's basically manhandling her. And I'm pretty sure the brother would step in, but I can be wrong. You know, Jonathan, he's different. You know, he's kind of, you know, standoffish. You've seen what Art did to him in Terrifier 2. Sienna actually had to save Jonathan, but I'm thinking that my theory can potentially be starting to, you know, show itself like, hey, you're right, because Jonathan is not in that scene. I'm pretty sure that it can be the ending or approaching the ending. And I think that right there in that scene, that right before that possibly Jonathan is unalived, and then it ignites anger in Sienna. Or I can be wrong, but it's kind of weird not seeing Jonathan in that scene, and you're seeing your sister go one-on-one up against Art the Clown. Y'all just actually had a battle with Art the Clown. You know what he's capable of. You don't want your sister to be unalive like you did your mom. So I think that's very weird. Maybe she tells Jonathan to run and just go away because she doesn't want him to be involved in this and it's about to get bad. Or he's unalived, sadly. Or Victoria's holding him down or something. I don't know. Maybe it's two battles going on. Maybe it's a battle where Sienna is going up against Art the Clown and Jonathan is going up against Victoria. You know what I'm saying? That's another person I didn't see in there, because obviously they're going to be like this crazy duo of Victoria and Art the Clown. We don't see them. You don't see them together in that scene with Sienna going up against Art. So is, you know, Victoria unalived also? You know, did Sienna take out Victoria at that point, or is Jonathan dealing with Victoria or distracting her so she can get that one-on-one with Art the Clown, because they know how to defeat him and have the blueprint now? So it definitely makes sense all around with everything that we're seeing, but it's kind of scary because we've talked about basically Art the Clown unalive and Jonathan, and it seemed like that might be the thing, but we also don't see Victoria. So what's going on there? We don't see Victoria. Something else coming from X, coming from a guy named Slasher Vibe. He's talking to Damon in the comments saying, compared to the hacksaw scene in Terrifier, in the bedroom scene in Terrifier 2, more insane than those scenes. He's talking about the chainsaw scene that we see in the trailer. Damon responds and says, all I can say is we tried. And the fact that he's saying that we tried, and it just blows me away, because they're trying to top one of the craziest scenes in horror history. The hacksaw scene, bro. Like, that scene right there is so crazy and brutal and just grotesque. Like, it's crazy. So I just, you know, think that we're going to be in for a treat with Terrifier 3. I'm pretty sure he's talking about that chainsaw scene, but I can be wrong. But just Art the Clown with a chainsaw with two lovebirds in a freaking shower is insane. I mean, we saw one of their legs sitting right next to him, so he's probably taking them out and taking them into itty bitty pieces. I think that it's going to start getting hard for Damien to top these, because, I mean, I don't know though, because even with the alley kill, that to me, the alley kill topped the hacksaw. Like, that one was crazy. He's throwing salt and bleach. You can feel every action in that scene. The way he did her, the arms, it was brutal. So for him to say we tried is crazy. I mean, yeah, it's smart to say we tried, you know, to get everybody pumped, but man, did you guys really try? Because if so, that is crazy. I'm looking forward to it, because Damien has this formula where he tries to top one scene after the other, like, you know, when it comes to the kill scenes and things like that. And I think that that's very crazy that he's really like having that much energy to be like, hey, bro, we have to top this hacksaw. We got to top this alley kill. So I'm very much looking forward to that, bro. I think that to see if he does this, if he does, I'm not going to lie, hands down, bro, Damien is different. Like, he's just different because I don't see how he's going to top that. Salt and bleach is crazy. Even the mashed potatoes kill with Sienna and Jonathan's mom, that was crazy. Like, even with the shotgun through the window, all that was brutal, bro. How are you? The costume shop, every little thing in those scenes was crazy. So the fact that he's even trying to top that is insane. But we also got an update on the Arthur Clown popcorn buckets and cup. And I thought it was going to be something similar to how the Scream ones were, when you open the top of the head in the Jigsaw one. But it seemed that's going to be the same, you know, that generic form that usually they're in. And look, I'm happy either way. Just because I feel like I'm getting them. I love them. I think it's very cool that they even got to that point to even get the Terrifier popcorn bucket and have those iconic photos on the sides on them. So I definitely think that, you know, that's very cool. They even pushed and we, you know, did the petition and everything, and now we have these popcorn buckets. So, man, Terrifier fans, it feels so good to be a Terrifier fan right now. Like, it's just amazing. The movie is on the way. I got my tickets secured. And we gonna be in there, bro. We gonna be in there watching some Terrifier 3. Comment down below what you guys think about everything we just talked about with Terrifier 3. But yeah, y'all, unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on all platforms. And yeah, you all, I want you to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. Peace.